Hello guys, it's Panda Builds here and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are going to be doing the first part of my mini series, first one on the channel, where I'm gonna build two different tiny houses on one lot. Today we are gonna be doing exterior work, shells, floor plans and landscaping, patios and all the fun stuff on the outside of the house. And if you want to follow the series, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm gonna post the next part tomorrow. I have finished the build quite some time ago right now, but for some reason I had no luck with recording the voiceover and finishing the editing. But hopefully today will be the day to do this. And yeah, as you can see, the shell of the first house is basically complete. It's gonna be blue leaning and the second one is gonna be cream or beige or something like that. The first house came together really quickly and really easily, and yeah, it's a true coastal house and I really liked how it turned out on the exterior, but the interiors of the second house are my favorite actually, so you're gonna see that really soon. But yeah, this house is gonna be 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, as well as the second one. But this one is gonna be more leaning towards chill out spaces on the outside. It has 2 huge decks and the inside is quite tiny. It's basically just like what is necessary for you to survive inside, of course with a lot of decor, but yeah, just 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, kitchen and living space with a dining area. And on the outside, on this front porch we're gonna have like a chill area with a couch and the egg chair that is like hanging from a pole, and a little bit of art space. And in the back patio we have a grill and we have a huge dining table so they can maybe host some friends or something like that. So yeah, as I said, this house is gonna be blue. We are finally doing the paint here, and yeah, I'm gonna change the trim. I wanted to keep it blue, but I was not able to match it to the siding I used on the house. But yeah, I think it also looks nice with the white trim on the bottom, and I really like this mesh. Like, I know this type of paint exists in The Sims for the foundations, but I'm not sure how it's called, like a trellis thingy. But yeah, I think it looked really nice on this house. And yeah, I moved to inside for a short period of time just to finish the floor plan. As I said, we have 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom on the sides, and kitchen is gonna be separated with half walls and separation wall tools, so I can paint the flooring different color, because I don't know if you know, but basically in The Sims you color every tile or every wall fragment separately, but here it is coloring the whole wall or the whole floor, and you can make the separation by placing those basically room separators, so you can color the same wall into different colors, or like to split it into segments. But now, yeah, you can see I moved to the second house. We are building the shell. It's gonna have a kind of, not a big deck, I cannot say it's big, on the back side, for where they can chill out a bit, and on the front they have basically an entrance, and I had a lot of trouble with that entrance area because I wanted to make something custom. You're gonna see that in like a minute. And I had a lot of trouble with it because I was using the transform tools a lot, and everything was jumping up and down, and it was annoying but also fun at the same time. But yeah, as you can see, this is the full shell, and yeah, I'm gonna move now to do the porch. Basically it's gonna have a pergola, you're gonna see now, but I did not want to use the pergola that exists in the game. Basically I wanted to make something custom on my own, so I basically used the columns at first, and I was able to sort them out, but after I loaded the game again, after like some time, I had to make a break, and everything was off, or like in the foundation and so on, and it was really tricky. And in the end, I think I did not record the part, but I figured out there is like some plank decoration thingy, and I used that one, and I did not have to rotate it, I just needed to raise it up, and I changed the columns that I use for pergola for that thing. And yeah, I worked with that. You're gonna see that in the screenshots, but I don't think I remember that part. So yeah, we are now gonna make the pergola finally, and then I'm gonna go back to choosing the windows for this house. And I had a lot of trouble choosing the windows because I wanted to use something that is giving coastal vibes, because the house is literally on the beach. And yeah, I wanted to use something like that, but none of the windows fit the vibe of my house, and I really did not want to use these windows because I used them in my previous build. But in the end, I had to use them because I had no other option that I liked. So yeah, we have the same windows, but I used them in yellow. I copied the color from the door, and I really liked how it turned out in the end, actually, even though I was really against using those windows. And yeah, now we are gonna finally move to landscaping, and I wanted to give it literally like American beaches or beach houses types. Again, same as the English cottage, I have never been there, so all I could see is from TV shows. And I'm not sure what is the area I'm referencing, but I knew they have like okay, of course they have a lot of beaches, they have a lot of coastline, but this specific type, it has a lot of plants, but like wildflowers, and it can look a bit gloomy, but in a nice way. And I don't know, all I had in my head while I was building that is like pictures of those landscapes, and I wanted to replicate them as closely as possible. I don't know how I did it, so if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments if I did manage to replicate it nicely. And of course, if you like the build or you don't like it, tell me what you think, of course. And if you also have any ideas for what you want to see me build in the future, of course, let me know. I love the game so far. Tell me also your experience with Paralives. What do you think? I honestly love it so far. I have 1,000,001 ideas that I want to build and what I want to do. I have something really specific. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But I have not seen anybody do something like that, and I know it's kind of possible, but I have to research to check how to actually do it properly, because I tried. I don't want to spoil it, I'm just gonna give you a hint. I want to create a custom lot. If you did not know, you can create custom lots in Paralives. Yeah, basically there is a cheat, it's called toggle edit town, and when you enter that in the cheat form, basically you unlock the ability to basically edit everything in the town. You can add objects, delete them, modify them however you want, and you can also create your own lots like that. And I have an idea what I want to do. This type of lot does not exist in the game, so I want to try to see if my idea will work, and hopefully it will. I don't want to talk about it too much, because if it does not work out, this is gonna look really stupid in the future. But yeah, as you can see, I wanted to have this overgrown vibe. I'm going back to the build finally. A bit of overgrown vibe, but in a nice way. Like, it's intended to be this way. Like, they care about nature and they want to have a lot of flowers, different types of flowers, and wildflowers and grasses and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna mostly do that for the rest of the video. And I wanted to have a lot of ivy on different walls that are not covered in windows, because I hate empty walls. I don't know, it's something that is giving me the ick in these games. I when I watch videos of other people saying they have empty walls, I think, okay, this one is nice, but when I do it, it never looks good, and yeah, I have to put 1,000,001 thing on each wall that I create, basically. But yeah, I am almost done with landscaping. We have this big tree here. I'm gonna put a bit of rocks there and then recreate the palm bush I made at the front. I spoke over it about something else at that point, but basically if you hold an item and press shift, you can move it up and down. And I remember when I was growing up, I had like some palm bushes. I don't know if it was a real palm, probably not. I don't live in any tropical climate that can support real palms, but basically we had some sort of bushes that literally looked like palm leaves. So I wanted to recreate that, because as I said, I imagine this is like some beachfront houses, and I imagine there would be palms here, so I wanted to have a lot of variety of that here, but we unfortunately have only one palm tree right now in the game. Hopefully with some next update we will have more, hopefully soon. And yeah, we are finally moving to finish the porches. And as I said, this is gonna be, I started from the back, and this is gonna be the back porch of the blue house. And as I said, they have a chill area here, in the sense they have like a dining table. I really love this dining table. I love the style of that, like natural wood being cut like that to create a table. A bit of decoration, and I left the telescope here. I'm gonna place it, I think, literally now. They have a telescope, so there is one more activity here to be done. They can grill, they can chill out with friends and basically enjoy. And of course, I added a couple of plants here to this porch, which I'm gonna do now. Yes. And we are gonna move now to the second back porch of the beige house, basically. And that one is gonna, I mean, it's similar in size as the other one, but I could not fit a lot of stuff there. Basically different orientation of doors and size of doors. So basically we have this lounge chair and one armchair besides it, and this is the moment I discovered we have the egg chair, so I used it in some other place. But yeah, I had different, like 2 of the same coffee tables here with some decoration, and I think some more plants and a rug. And that is gonna be it for this porch. So yeah, tell me guys, how are you if you're still watching? Thank you. I don't know what to say about this porch anymore, but yeah, tell me how are you in the comments. Tell me what did you do over the weekend? That is what I want to know. Besides, how are you? Okay, we are finally at the front, and this is like the pergola entrance I created before. And we are gonna have a mailbox. I wanted to place a chair, but it was not fitting, and I think I have like some clutter, like boxes, like these planks. I imagined this house not to be unfurnished or unfinished, but maybe they did some reno and they kept it there. Maybe they are planning some different project. Maybe they are building a boat, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be just a simple porch entrance, and on the other side we are gonna have I also tried to place a mailbox here, but I had no place to fit it, so never mind. Anyway, the mail is digital in Paralives, so it's not necessary. And as you can see, I pulled out the egg chair and I'm gonna use it. I tried to use 2, but there was no way for me to fit it. So yeah, they're gonna have the easel so they can paint, and in this corner here I'm gonna make the chill area. As I said, I'm gonna keep 1 egg chair. They're gonna have a 2-seater sofa and basically a table with some tray. Maybe they can play some games, enjoy the evenings here or mornings, have their coffee. I know I would. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it, and tell me in the comments, what do you think about the build? Do you like it or do you not like it, or what is your favorite part, or if you have any suggestions that you want me to build and what you wanted to see. So thank you, guys, and bye.